Oh, yeah. And now, from North Platte High School Studio B, welcome to Bulldog Banter, where students, stakeholders, and alumni come together to traverse the transformative power of education. This week's episode sponsored by the North Platte Public Schools Foundation and the Flower Market.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bulldog Banter. I'm Madi Hildebrand.
I'm Reagan Lampy.
And this is the podcast where we talk about all things North Platte
And do fun stuff.
Today we're here with Bobbi LeAnn,
The owner of Bunkhouse Media.
Woo.
Yay.
All right. Welcome.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, so excited to have you.
Sorry.
So, can you tell us a little bit about, just an overview of what Bunkhouse Media is?
Yeah. So 12 years ago, I actually started, a friend of mine asked me to do her wedding. At that point, I was just out of college, and I filmed her wedding. And kind of that's where it snowballed, and then it's really snowballed into commercial and agriculture stuff. So now I do a lot of film work and a lot of marketing, and it's within the past probably 10 years, it's now a marketing agency and primarily do film for companies, anywhere from commercials to big broadcasts now. And I have made my home in North Platte because that's where my husband is from, this area. And so that is where I fell, I guess, because I married him.
Amazing. Where did you go to school?
I went to high school in O'Neill, Nebraska, and then I went to college at Belmont University in Nashville.
Wow.
Did a lot of music. Fell in love with not only the music industry, but the media side of things, and kind of blended my love for agriculture, music, and media at RFD TV, and did a lot of film there. Traveled around the world and did a lot of agricultural things too. So that is where the heart of everything really began. Yeah.
That's really cool.
So, you have that you do everything with that downtown building. Mm-hmm. Me and Reagan actually took prom pictures there last year.
Yes, last year we did.
Oh, perfect.
And
yeah. Actually, I think I remember you.
I don't know.
Well, you look familiar.
and then me and some of my other friends took because we're all doing our senior, our grad party together. Oh. So we took our pictures there the other night too, actually. So
okay.
Yeah, we know, but it's downtown.
Yes.
You know, it's also downtown.
Flower Market.
Flower Market is downtown, guys.
Our favorite place.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes, it's next week, right?
Yes.
Yes, next week.
Next Saturday. Go get your lucky someone some flowers.
Yes, there's also gifts there.
Just a plethora of cute little gifts. And they have cats there to say hello to.
Yeah, don't forget about the cat.
So everybody go to the Flower Market.
Yep.
Okay.
Back to it.
The Flower Market is also the Downtown Association's sponsor of the month. And so we just shot a little fun Valentine's Day video there.
That's so fun.
Cute. Yep. I'm into media, but I'm going to college for that too. And I just recently started filming for Jerry Miss Chevrolet and Premier Toyota. Nice. So do you want to tell me what it's kind of like, being in that world?
Yeah, absolutely. I think where I resonate the most in that world is as I love telling stories. So really getting down to the foundation or the core of the who, what, when, where, and why of whether that's a brand, a person, or anything like that. And so really getting down to the storytelling piece of it and elevating that. And secondly is a lot of people are not very confident on film. They love to be on the other side of the camera. And so being able to just be yourself around someone and allow them to open up for themselves and come out of their shell a little bit because, they don't like being on film.
Yeah.
They don't. That's probably the hardest thing.
Yeah.
We experience that a lot, especially with the high school kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In Willie's media class right now, we're doing short films and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm more of a behind the camera girl, and so when I get my actors, they read the script and they're like, yeah, I'm down. And then as soon as it actually gets to filming, they're like, I don't want to say that. I'm like, you already agreed. I don't care. But yeah, I know it's so weird. Once the camera actually gets in their face, I feel like everybody's completely different.
Yes, it is. And one of my things that I talk with brands, whether that's agriculture or commercial, just here in locally or out of state, is in 2026, really give yourself permission to be yourself. Like, come undone. And tell your story, tell the bits and pieces. The thing also about whether that's short films, commercials, or just grab all the things content, because that will help you so much later on to fill things, because really your everyday life is a piece of your story. And so, just give yourself permission to be you.
Yeah.
So you've been doing it for how long? You said 12 years?
12 years this year.
So you kind of started more when social media wasn't as big of a factor. So how is it like as social media has grown so much?
Yeah. So my husband and I own 3 businesses. So that's being on top content-wise is probably where our businesses really succeed. But like going back to that, grabbing those little tiny bits. We have 3 kids under 3. And so having, just that many businesses and having, we live on a ranch. We have a busy, chaotic life, but reality is like we grab every bit we can content-wise at our house. And that is how we've grown our brands.
Yeah.
It's because people can really see who we are and what we do and what we're about. And then the other thing is, video in itself allows people to really see your personality. They don't have to read it, or, they can physically hear it, see it, and really tap into who you are. And that is the best part about video in my eyes.
Yeah.
So as far as socially, you don't want to post just to post, but having some actual validity to it. You've got to tap into the social media world.
Yeah.
That's really where, whether you're a business trying to sell or personally you're trying to grow a brand, tapping into it. Don't be afraid of it. Show your face. It sells.
Do you have a favorite project that you've ever worked on?
Ooh, I was just talking about this the other day. So I've had a lot of bucket list items, and for me, I really need to find that project for 2026 and even forward. But I'm very fortunate to be able to cross off a lot of bucket list items. Being in the agriculture world, the NFR is, if you know what that is, the National Finals Rodeo, is one of my most favorite year-round events. And so I was able to work with CBS and the NFR to live stream that and to do some interviews a few years ago. That was awesome. I mean, you had to edit on the spot within 2 minutes. I was the only person, so I was shooting, editing, and producing everything. It was a lot, but it was fun. Just a few years before that, I did and hosted my own TV show with News Channel Nebraska. So I traveled all around the state and hosted that, and that was fun. This past year, I got to work with a huge brand out of Texas and Oklahoma, and traveled all over with them to do. They're a huge feed brand, and so we got to travel and get content and create commercials that went on huge platforms within the agriculture world. I would say most recently is when living in Nashville and loving country music. Really, the agriculture and country music worlds just collide, and so working with a lot of country music artists for music videos.
Wow.
And agriculture, really, some rodeo things. So the Garth Brooks, the Reba McEntires, the Keeney Word is an upcoming person. Like working with some music videos for those, whether that's Christian country music or mainstream, has been really fun. So, I got to find that big project like those, because they've really just have been awesome to work on. That's
amazing.
Yeah,
hard
that's
to
so
beat.
cool.
Hard to beat.
With 3 under 3, is it challenging more now since you have 3 little kids?
Yes. So our oldest is 3.
Yes.
Oh.
And our youngest is 2 months.
Wow.
And so life is chaotic, but you know what? We are down for the chaos, because honestly, we take our kids everywhere, and that's quite frankly all we know. And so they're very comfortable with traveling and things like that. We do have some great help that does help us if we have to go to company things without kids. But so we're very fortunate there. Yes, life is chaotic. We just embrace it and try the best we can most days.
I can't even imagine.
Me either.
I feel like I can barely get stuff done. It's just me.
Yeah, gotta give yourself grace. But you'll think back at high school. You'll think back at college. So whether you guys are in sports right now, you're like, how did I just manage that schedule? Doing sports, traveling, trying to do this, produce that, whatever it may be. So yeah, there's points in my life where I look back and I'm like, I don't know how I did it, but you figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. I already look back on like freshman year and I'm like, I don't know how I had 4 classes a day. I was here all day. Like I have 2 classes now. I feel like I'm barely at school. So I can't imagine.
I feel like I'm constantly doing something.
Like now?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, even when I'm not. Like yesterday at my lunch, I went to Hobby Lobby to get stuff for cheer instead of going to lunch.
Oh my goodness.
That's just what's going on,
She is
honestly.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I already know when I get to college, I'm going to look back and be like, I don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to UNL.
I'm also going to UNL.
Yeah. I'm majoring in sports media and communications. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to minor in something if I want to do something in the journalism, like minor in broadcasting or advertisement and PR or whatever. Or I really like history and politics. So I kind of thought maybe minoring in that because,
Why not?
exactly. That's what I was like talking to my dad and he's like, I was like, I really want to minor in history, but like, what's the point? He's like, you can just do it if you want to. And I'm like, that's a good point. So
I wish I had that ambition.
so yeah, I'm considering what to minor in right now, but yeah, majoring in that. So
I'm majoring in child, youth, and family studies. I'm not doing anything media, but I know I want to do something with kids. I'm a big kids person, so that's what I'm going to do. I want to be a pediatric occupational therapist, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
My sister is all about the little kids school. She does a lot of little kids, and it's a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good for you.
yeah, we're on different ends of the spectrum with that. So
Yeah, definitely.
so you grew up in O'Neill. What was it like going to school there?
Ooh, awesome. So what you guys, I brag about my school all the time because honestly, that is probably, if I didn't have the opportunities that I had it in school, I probably would not be where I'm at today. So I grew up, we were an Apple Distinguished School by the time I was in 6th grade. So we were huge into all the Apple products at that point.
Oh, really?
And then secondly, we had a media team at our school. And Mike Peterson just completely took in. We did the exact same thing here. And it has grown into exactly what you guys are doing now. And it's really big. It's really fun. So they kind of model exactly what you do, but we did that in high school. So having the podcast, it was just on YouTube. It was just, you just did it on YouTube and it went to the Facebook page or whatever back then. But we went around and we shot commercials for different businesses. You really got that film perspective at the high school level. And so that's really what probably transpired me to go, although I went into school in college for music business. So I really wanted to do the music industry, grew up within the music business, I guess, very talented family musically. So I really wanted to do music, but fell in love with the business side of it at college. But then there's a lot to it. And I just was like, you know what? Not every artist is seen. Not every artist is whatever. I really want to tell those stories of those artists. So then that's where I fell back through the film to tell stories of the artists.
That's so cool because a lot of the people we have on here, I feel like they don't, if they're media related, I feel like they don't have they never had a lot of experience at high school. So it's good to hear that like you got that right away. And it makes me think us starting here, we can like you.
Yeah.
I think a lot of, not a lot of people get that opportunity, but there's a lot of schools trying to, dabble into that. I know for a little while, I lived in Sargent, Nebraska, and they had a media teacher who worked to help students experience even just a little bit, whether it was at one of my favorite things at in high school is that the media team would even go to all of the sporting events and would broadcast and do play-by-plays at all of those things. So even being in, whether you launched a career in sports broadcasting or just being confident on camera, you got to see all aspects of that. So they were trying to do some of that stuff in Sargent. So just helping the small stuff. We actually live in Stapleton. And so just working with some of the high school teachers on how to do this, where to plug in. It's kind of fun to just be an advocate and being helpful.
We have a lot of schools reach out to us too because they see a lot of our stuff. Well, and that's the exciting thing about Willie's. We're hosting the first ever video state championships. Yeah. And that's going to be fun. And it's a good opportunity for a lot of other schools that don't get to do as much stuff as we do.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that we have all this because I think about it all the time. I don't know what I would have chosen to go into.
What other classes would I be taking right now?
I was just asking Will the other day because we were over by like the choir and stuff, and I was like, I wonder what it's like to be like a different activity focused. Like we're focused in media. Like I wonder what it would be like to focus in like choir or like ag or something like FFA. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Even more or less, if you decide to leave here and never do anything media too, like yourself, like you can just say, you know what, this class has taught me so much to be confidently speak in front of not only a camera, but that could be like your next boss,
Yeah, right.
Because talking to yourself in the mirror is just as hard as talking to yourself on camera.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've learned a lot of things from Mr. Willie and all the places that we went with him with our team.
Yeah.
Like we talked at a bunch of different places.
Yeah, we've had a lot of cool opportunities, like going to Lincoln and touring Husker Vision and all that stuff. It's great. Just love
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So you said you and your husband own 3 businesses?
Yeah.
What are the 3 businesses?
So we have his family has a ranch, and so we're in the cattle business there. I do everything commercially. And then we also have this studio downtown, which has kind of taken off. So the studio itself is, since we've kind of talked about the other 2, but the studio is, I was lacking a spot where I had people who needed shoots done. So I was making sets and everything, and my office space was maybe half of this to begin with, or a fourth of this. And so I kind of grew into that space downtown, and then everybody was like, can we come and shoot there? Can we come and shoot? And I was like, you know what? We'll just open it up to the community and see what happens. And so that has really grown into it. And to be quite honest with you, all 3 of them are very hands-on because he partakes in all of that every day to day on the ranch side. On the commercial side, I'm shooting almost 4 to 5 days a week, sometimes 7. And then the studio is really hands-on. So I actually go there before anything else just to check it out. And really that's where, and my office is in the back too. But it's not hands-off. The studio is not hands-off.
Right.
And my husband comes in almost every other day whether that's to fix something, to do something new there, or to be the helping hand of my vision, which I'm sure he loves.
So do you have a really big planner that you write all this down in?
Oh, God,
I do.
I actually can't imagine.
Actually, I do. I have a wipe-off board
that
I do everything off, and it's probably as big as your sounding board wall here. It's in my office. Yeah,
every day is just filled.
Yeah, so I do a lot of planning on there. But then the other thing is like one side of it is also so when I meet with people, a lot of it, some of it is in North Platte, some of it is outside of North Platte, outside of the state. So we actually brainstorm and do all the branding and messaging and the video essence, you could say, of the branding and storytelling all on the board. So we wipe off board everything for their marketing plan.
Oh, gosh.
So it's kind of fun. Yeah.
I wish I could be a planner. I keep everything in my head. I've tried to do a calendar and it just doesn't work. I just can't do it.
I go back and
forth. I have to write it down now. I have to put it in my phone or something because I feel like I have cheer or work or something every day.
Yeah, I feel like you would definitely forget.
Yeah, I do. I do forget. I forget everything.
Yeah,
I have to look at my phone every day.
That's funny.
It's bad.
I mean,
But-
I am the kind of person, I lay in bed the night, right before I go to bed. I'm like, what do I have tomorrow morning? What is the first thing? Okay.
Yeah. Like, I seriously will not remember if I do not put it somewhere that I can find it, because I learned that the hard way too. So,
But yeah, I would say the Bunkhouse Media, the downtown studio, it's great. Like, we didn't really have anything like that before. And I didn't know about it until we did like our prom pictures there last year, and I was like, this is really cool. Like, I didn't know we had this, and it's a really good idea that somebody needed to do.
And it's evolved too quickly. But people are asking, it was never really initially intended as an events place, but
Right.
a lot of people like to create and need to build things or whatever for their party. So there's been parties in there as far as like birthday parties. Actually, someone had a family Christmas in there. Someone did Thanksgiving, graduations,
Right.
things like that, just because they can put up stuff and they don't have to buy stuff or whatever
Yeah,
that
that's
may be.
cool.
Someone actually had their 16th birthday party in there.
They're cool.
And they had like a disco and they had the music going and they had all the things. So, it's evolved. But that is like, to me, that is the most awesome thing about creativity is being, whether you're hands-on or whether you're, I don't know, just sitting in front of your computer, working, because we have those kinds of people too. We
Right.
just need a space.
Very
So,
true. So what are you doing just to grow and evolve this new year?
This new year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, I am working with several Western agriculture brands and commercial stuff locally, but content. So a lot of the things that we're pushing out right now are, you can get a content package basically for your business, which we've done all of those within the past few years, but it's more or less now people are really understanding it. And the thing about a content package is that you get, you get levels, you can choose which one you want, but the essence of it is you get a folder filled with several files of content. And it's more of I spend all day with a customer. It's not like 1 hour, we're going to get as much as we can. It's usually I sit with them, go on their job with them for an entire day, and I get as much content as possible. Some days or sometimes I put a mic on them and they start talking, and that is also some audio file pieces. But anyways, they get this content library at the end of the day. So they can either put that on their websites, they can make socials out of it. They can take screen grabs. We take pictures too. So they actually have, at the end of the day, they have anywhere from 6 months to a year's worth of content.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's really cool and really smart.
So, so that's really the prioritized. A lot of businesses are prioritizing that in 2026. So getting on top of that, and just a lot of people are now unfolding and seeing the brilliance of online. So telling stories still. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you ever find, after doing it for so long, do you ever find it hard to like come up with new ideas, or like I feel like that's been done or anything like that?
Sometimes. So the other thing is like listening to your customer and then totally taking it in, because a lot of times they give you some hints too. And so just listening allows, I guess, my mind to really unfold on some different ideas. A lot of things are trendy. So trying to see past trendy and sustainable is really, the thing. So yes and no some days, but I can't stay in my office all day either.
Yeah.
So if I just go and do different things, then I can find a different creativity spark. But that's also the beauty of the studio, because a lot of times, like, I can think, but if I use my hands and create, then like that just opens up some of the things, and my mind just takes a completely different avenue. Yeah. And so, I don't know. I just like being creative. My kids think I'm crazy, but I'm like, here's some pen and paper. Let's make something today.
That's just what I'm always worried about, is I'm just gonna run out of ideas, but I know I won't. But that's
Yeah.
just the scariest part. So I'm like, what if I don't have anything else to give?
And dude, when I feel like that, I have to go to the gym or something.
Yeah.
And I just have to get a clean slate on a
Right.
few things or go sweat.
Yeah.
That's really probably the biggest thing that I do, which is probably weird to some people, but yeah.
Noted.
I feel like we like working like in partners or as a team
Yeah.
because then we can bounce back off of each
Right.
other.
Like
That's-
when we're in classes and Willie's like, okay, you guys are doing individual things, it's not as fun.
no,
I feel like we always have better things when we do it as groups.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because Reagan's, I would say she's far more creative than I am. So I like it more when she comes up with the creative idea and then we're able to like work at it together.
Because
and
Maddie's a
execute
lot better filmer than me. So,
Right. So
well,
Reagan-
actually, I just don't like filming.
Yeah.
That's just what I think. I just
So
don't like
Reagan,
it.
yeah, she usually comes up with the ideas and she's like, we should do that. And I'm like, okay, then I do it.
Yeah. So my thought on that would be like for you in the future is to take that and see your customer, or your athlete or whoever you're filming that day as your partner. Because, and here's the other thing, just be overly curious about absolutely everything. Like, most people are not gatekeepers. They don't really, it's hard to model and to really, everything that you're doing or to copy everything that you're doing down to the piece. So most people don't gatekeep. So be overly curious about absolutely everything that you're doing, but make that person your partner and make them, that's the other, yeah. So like make them be your partner so that they feel included in the project. That's really when they'll open up. So you'll get so much creativity. I have a customer here in town who is like, I want to kind of do this, and this, but she doesn't like this or whatever. And by the time they just quit spilling and they feel more like the project and my partner in the project, I'm like, well, we just took a completely unique turn on this, but really they came up with it because you listen to what they need and you make them feel a part of it and you just put your creative twist to it, and they're really your partner in the entire project.
Yeah, I will definitely remember that.
Yeah.
I'll just say, this is my Reagan. That's just what I'll think of.
Well,
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. Yeah, thank you so much for coming
Yes,
on.
thank you.
You're inspiring.
Oh, geez.
it's very helpful for us to get to talk to somebody else about media that's
Yeah.
not Willie.
Right.
We do love him, but
It's a
We need
geeky
different-
field. Let's be real.
It is. I know. I love when I like find other people. I'm like, oh my God, I have to talk to you about this. But yeah, thank you so much for coming
Yes,
on.
thank you.
Thank you to our assistant producer, Aarelyn.
yes, thank you, Aarelyn.
Thank you so much for running the board. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
And
Thank
we'll
you,
see
guys.
next time, Bulldog Banter.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.